So I was thinking about how I was going to end the show this year, and I wanted to go out with a bang. And I was talking to my friend Frank Miramati, and he said, I know a man who has unlimited punching power at the windows. Ron Paolucci of Luch Racing, a man who has unlimited punching power. Thanks for joining us.
Well, you're welcome.
Is that true?
I don't know about unlimited, but I'd like to thank Chad, if he's still in the room, for winning that stake, because that got back most of my money today.
Well, you made a big score about 2 months ago at Churchill?
Yeah, when I took down the pick six prior to their big day.
Yeah, the day before the big day, right?
You're welcome, Chris.
That's great. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, you did him a favor. $500 million, right?
Yeah, somewhere around there, 500 and some thousand.
You like to fire.
Yeah, I should get a red jacket just for my wagering on New York Racing.
He could be your next guy. That's right. Yeah. Are you betting with us at Naira Bets?
I am.
That's excellent.
Tony Olivato came over and signed me up, and
really,
they take very good care of me.
That's as they should. So, how many horses do you have in training?
Actually, how many do I have?
Ashley is in charge of the stable.
120 in training.
120 in training. Okay, and you're running 2 in the Woodward.
No, I'm running 1 in the Woodward.
I thought you had 2 in the Woodward.
One kicked the stall. Named Dalmore.
Dalmore's out?
He was not entered.
Oh, he wasn't.
He was not entered.
And he's not in the Mighty 14. So just imperative, right?
Yeah. Well, only one can win, so I think we're fine with just having him.
So you like to. You're not afraid to enter in some pretty crazy spots. What's the thinking behind that?
In one word, Rhea Antonia.
Right, getting put up in a Breeders' Cup.
Yes, and
how much has that cost you over the years, getting put up in the Breeders' Cup?
Not as much as I made on that race.
Yeah, that's true. Betting? How much do you win betting? You can tell us. We'll keep it between us.
Well, now that my settlement is over and I don't have to worry about paying anymore to the one individual,
whoever that may be.
Yeah, whoever that may be. I mean, they reported 1.2 million, but it was about 750,000 total net.
It's not bad. It's not bad. So, did you get into the game as a bettor or an owner or together?
I got in the game as a wagering enthusiast, which got me into many jackpots in my life, which my father, who's not here, God thank him wherever he's at, bailing me out of about 650 different situations. And I turned the corner in my personal life as far as business goes, and I bought a trotter. And it won, and I bought another trotter after that one, and then I bought a $2,500 claimer at Thistledown, and I never bought any more trotters after that. It was all thoroughbreds.
So when was this?
This was 2012. So this is my 6th full year in the business.
So 2012, you bought a $2,500 claimer at Thistledown. In 2013, you won a Breeders' Cup race.
That would be correct. After being turned down by multiple trainers of trying to train that filly.
That's hard to believe.
Yeah.
How many trainers have you had? Anthony Cordarolo, of course, your current trainer, is sitting right there. How many trainers have you been through?
Well, I can tell you I'm the only guy in the last 5 years to fire Bob Baffert.
Really?
And Mike Smith, who he reminds me every time I see him.
You want to tell us why you fired Bob and Mike?
All the good trainers in the world will understand this. I wanted to run Rhea Antonia in the Preakness, and his exact quote to me was, Ron, you can't give me $50,000 to run that filly in the Preakness.
So that got him fired.
And I said, you're fired. And I called Tom Amos and said, she's in barn 12. Go get her, Tom.
And he did.
And he went right over.
How long did it last, that with you and Tom?
Tom
still has horses for you,
yeah,
right?
Tom still has horses
I
for
mean,
me.
Rhea Antonia, how long did he keep her?
He kept her till she got sold to the people that own Deep Impact.
Oh, really?
She was sold in the sale for $1.8 million.
Wow.
And
that's a lot of pictures.
She just had the sale topper this year. Was it $3.2 million, Ashley? Something like that? Her baby brought $3.2 million in Japan. Sale topper.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yep.
Wow. You shouldn't have sold her.
Well, next time I sell one like that, there's definitely going to be some kind of kicker clause coming back my way.
Well, you can't do that at the auction. You can't get kickers, right? Not at the auctions.
If you're the owner, I think you can.
What is your job besides horse racing owner and degenerate horse player? Do you have a business, or do you not want to discuss that here?
I can discuss it. I have multiple businesses.
Okay.
In 1998 or 2000, somewhere around there, I didn't have a job. I didn't have a home. I didn't have a dollar, and the only thing I had was this necklace. And it was the only thing in my life that I didn't sell or pawn to gamble. And so it's my good luck charm. And in 2008, I borrowed $5,000 from a friend, started a staffing company, and we're going to do probably upwards of 80 million this year in sales.
Wow. That's impressive. Now, before we let you go, you're bringing a bunch of people to Saratoga tomorrow, is it? Do we have like a Twitter contest or something?
Yeah. I like to, first of all, I agree with you. Saratoga is the greatest place on planet Earth if you're a horse racing person. And I started last year with, I ran a contest to bring the vets in.
Yep, that was great.
And I'm still friends with all 5 of the people that came in.
Awesome.
And
we talked to them on our show. We had them on Saratoga.
Yeah, the greatest people of all time, very appreciative. And so I ran another contest this year, and I was going to buy a restaurant, and I needed a name, so I picked a bunch of people to come. And, I picked one. It was supposed to be one, and in the spirit of myself of just wanting everybody to be, I ended up bringing 10.
So they're all coming to Saratoga?
They're all coming to Saratoga. They'll be here Woodward Day. You know, they're excited to meet guys like Chad and Anthony Corderola and Bob Baffert and,
And Chris Kay.
And Chris Kay, of course.
You're going to sick them all and Chris?
Yeah.
And Glenn Kozak. Don't leave Glenn out. Glenn loves to meet the fans.
Yeah.
Have a meet and greet.
Yeah. The good news is, most of them, they want to meet Bob Baffert in the paddock. And,
is Bob coming? Is Bob here this week?
I don't know if he'll be here. I mean, he's running 1 2-year-old that he says can't lose. And
he's running a horse Sunday as well, Dream Tree.
I think I'd like to make a little wager with Bob on his 2-year-old filly coming over, because I think there's some pretty good ones in that race.
I think it's going to be more competitive. I agree.
But he's cheap.
Half to American
He's
Pharaoh.
cheap. Bob's cheap.
Really? It's not
he's cheap.
Ron, I wish we had hours to spend with you, but we're out of time. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but thanks so much for coming, and it's great to see you in Saratoga. And thanks for being such a fun part of the game, because you have a great sense of humor, and I think you're misunderstood sometimes, but to me, you're terrific.
I appreciate it. Anytime, Andy.
Thanks so much. Ron Paolucci of Luch Racing Stable. Stay with us. We come right back.